Okay, hey everyone, it's me, Alyssa, and today I am going to be doing embarrassing school stories, part 2. So, let's get started. So, my first embarrassing school story happened in preschool. So, what I would do was I would go on the playground at recess and I would purposely fall on the ground and start rolling on my back until someone would help me up. And I would do this hours on end. And I would just sit there rolling on my back saying, "Someone help me, I've fallen and I can't get up." And I would just do that for long periods of time. And that is part of the reason why my nickname is Turtle. The other reasons are that I am lazy and yeah. My second embarrassing school story actually happened pretty recently. So there was this little boy, he was at PE and he was talking to his friends saying, "Hey, look at that girl over there, she's way too hot for you." And he was pointing to me. And I was just staring off into space. I didn't know that he was talking about me, and then everyone was like, "Oh, that little boy just called you hot." And I'm like, "What?" And then later, when we were at PE, that little boy had recess, and he was probably like a first or second grader, I'm not really sure. And then he recognizes me again, and he's with the same friend, and he walks up to me saying, "Can I have a hug?" And I didn't know what to do, so I gave that little boy a hug. And after I gave him a hug, he said, "Thanks, chick." And that was just really, really weird. And another little quick fact about my last story was that a few weeks ago I was walking around the neighborhood with my mom, and I see that little boy, and then he starts following me and my mom. And it was really creepy. So, the third embarrassing school story, it isn't really embarrassing, it's just kind of awkward. So, a few people in my class know about my YouTube channel, and I learned to accept that. But a few months ago, this fourth grader walks up to me and she's like, "Oh, I know you from YouTube." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I saw it on my cousin's YouTube channel." And I'm like, "Okay." Okay, so my last embarrassing school story happened in 5th grade. So we had a substitute teacher and he was letting us read outside in groups. So I just went with my friends, to my friends, and we read. And then for some reason I was like trying to go to sleep or something. I don't know why. So like I had my head down, I was like this. And then my friend starts pulling my hair because it was my turn to read. And then I scream, "Ow!" Literally screaming. And at that exact moment, the substitute had come outside. So it was embarrassing enough that I screamed "ow" when it didn't even hurt, but then the substitute came outside. So that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, bye everyone. That is it for this video, and if you enjoyed, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you have any embarrassing school stories, feel free to comment them down below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Thanks. Bye.